Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. Tonight we are back with Love After Lockup Season 3, Episode 48. Players get played. Child, let's see how this gonna go, child. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade. If you are here for a second or third time, then child, welcome back. Y'all, please do not hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Now listen. I know I don't be having like the subscribe button ting at the bottom of my screen or like and follow for more and all of these graphics and all of this hoopla. Honey, I just want to tell y'all straight up and through, honey, before we get into it, as we get into it, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's say it again. Like, comment, and subscribe. They say if you say it 3 times, the people get it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. So y'all know they open up with Lacey and Shane and whatnot. Sure. Anywho, Lacey is on the phone and she's telling John that she's not happy with Shane. Girl, you just want to have sex on nasty trash box, trashy hooker. Shout out to Nene Leaks. She said, she messed up marrying Shane. Girl, okay. She's like, me and John, we've spoken since I've had Summer, and John is with someone, but he can't seem to get clean, and he's not really happy with her either. And, I felt like marrying Shane was my chance to get away from drugs because John would never love me. He loves drugs. Okay. Yet you are on the phone with him telling him you aren't happy with Shane. Lacey, kick rocks, honey. You knew Shane was young and you come with a lot. And your dad is always involved in some stuff, honey. Girl, please. So John is outside like, you're half here and half gone. So Shane is like, I'm depressed. John said, are you depressed right now? I'm depressed right now. Looking at you, ask him if he's depressed right now. Why don't you go in there and talk to your trash box of a daughter? Not Shane. Leave that man alone. So then he said, I'm depressed because I feel like I'm nobody. Well, honey, after he sees this scene, it's going to be even worse, okay? John is being so sensitive to his situation. Not. Honey, it's a whole lie. Cap, and more cap. Honey, he's like, if you get your butt up, then you'll get the best. If you lay on your butt, then you'll get nothing. Sir, he just told you that he was depressed. You and your daughter, honey. Oh, child, the apple does not fall far from the annoying tree. See, this is why people don't like to tell others that they're having mental struggles, because people just act like it's nothing. Oh, you're not depressed. How could you be depressed? Do you even know what depressed is? Get up, brush yourself off, and get out there. It's not that easy. Okay, if it were that easy, then you wouldn't be depressed. Child, anyway. Meanwhile, Bubble Lips is in there telling John she wants to meet with him. Lacey is a trash can, honey. You rather play with John than talk to your husband. Honey, I understand she wants attention, but girl, get a rabbit and go to sleep till your man gets his mental health together. Moving forward. We are back with Nicole and Deontay. Sure. She's looking like she's playing dress up, ready to go for the interview. So she gets in there and she hands the lady her resume. Honey, I was shocked she even brought a resume, okay? So the lady noticed that she had a little gap in employment, right? So Nicole is like, yeah, I did 5 years, but I learned my lesson, so I'm just trying to get a job. Getting a job is the first step, So the lady was like, well, yeah, I believe in second chances. Well, honey, what about third and fourth? Because, child, she cannot be trusted, okay? She said, well, I have one question. I know you're probably not going to want to answer it, but what did you get in trouble for? She's like, yes, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I got in trouble for robbery. Honey, interview over. Girl, who do you think in their right mind is going to trust their little mom and pop tanning salon business to you so you can run all up and through the register, you and Tia? Child, goodbye. She's like, not of like a store or anything. Honey, robbery is robbery. I don't care if you robbed a piggy bank. You still stole something. Girl, goodbye. She's like, I never plan to go back there, so your store is safe. Okay, I bet she feels pretty assured by you letting her know that. And the lady was looking at her like, girl, now you think I'm finna hire you? Girl, please. She's like, well, it won't be full time, and we have some other applicants. So Nicole is like, okay, well, thank you for your time. The lady goes, best of luck to you. Let me tell y'all something. Once they say that to you, you're not getting no call back. Okay, not best of luck to you. Child, it's over. So Nicole goes, I think that went very well. Child, she is truly delusional. Soon as she comes out, Tia is right there with a cup of coffee. I'm like, can y'all sit somewhere else, honey? This lady probably think y'all casing the joint. Don't sit right underneath this lady's shop. Oh, no, ma'am. She's like, yeah, I think it's in the bag. I don't know how much they make, though. So then he go, Tia, probably like $7.25 or $7.50, but I don't think you should take it. Nicole was like, Tia's family takes care of her, and she's never worried about money because she comes from money, but I'm not like that. And, I really miss Deontay because he would buy me things and he would take care of me. Girl, shut up. So Nicole goes, I know you're not thrilled with Deontay, but I don't feel like it's a door we should close. She's like, Tia doesn't like him, but, he's sweet. No, you don't think he's sweet. You think he's gullible. You think he's a dummy. You think he's someone that's easy to manipulate. And all of these things would be true. But should you do what you're doing? Absolutely not. Anywho, she's like, I can hit him up for money. Just think about it. So here go Tia. I'm not happy about it, but when she gets something in her head, she just goes with it. You are 100% okay with her taking advantage of Deontay. Definitely okay with her taking advantage of Deontay. Sure. The two of you are con artists. She's like, he's an idiot willing to spend his whole check on a baby. Well, baby, exactly where's the baby? Okay, not old Dusty Nicole. Boy gone. And honey, I said that right. Child, please. Deontay is desperate for affection and she seems to be his type. So, there's that. She's like, call him right now. See if you can meet up with him tomorrow. Now, if you come from all this money, why can't she just live off you? Okay, because you don't want to spend your money on a baby. Okay, you just want to sleep with a baby. Shut up, Tia. He definitely answered. I'm like, dang, Deontay, let the phone ring. Honey, did it even ring? Oh, child. Moving forward. Back in H-Town, we catch up with Ray and Britt. He said he's been working for an entire week and it's an adjustment, but he's proud, honey, as you should be. So Brittany meets up with her sister to do a little boutique shopping to buy more soulful clothes. And she's telling her that Ray got the ankle monitor off and she's ready to go on dates. Girl, she's like, I'm expecting him to buy me things as soon as his check hits that account. Girl, he owes $143,000 in restitution, honey. You'll be lucky to get a 4 for 4 at Wendy's. Girl, get out of here. Child, that check ain't going to nothing but that restitution. Do you hear me? So just think of his check as the restitution check and just keep living like you were living before he got a job. So they shop and they're talking, right? And they talk about her trying to get pregnant. She's like, yeah, we're really trying to get pregnant. We ain't preventing it. He's okay with my timeline, but, he just wants to have his money. Her sister is like, well, you've been holding down the fork. Honey, not the fork. I know she meant forked. But, yeah, she says she been holding down the fork, honey. So you mean to tell me it's been a year and your mama still ain't met Ray? Oh, no, ma'am. So her sister is like, well, did you calculate how much you spend? Here go Brittany. Yeah, I do when I get mad. Listen to me, that's not cool. You knew it was going to be this way when you got him out of jail. Then she tells her sister, well, he owe $143,000. Here goes her sister. Can I get some more champagne? Y'all stop showing out of here, child. Ain't buying nothing. Ray over at the half-price boxes looking over his first check, child. He making plans. Meanwhile, Brittany and Uncle Sam have other plans, okay? So he starts looking at the check and he's looking like, where is my money? Honey, he was looking so confused. And child, they took that check and did what they wanted, honey. It was that FICA, wasn't it? Honey, the first time I got a check, I ain't know nothing about them either. I was like, who is FICA? Honey, I didn't sign up for them. I don't want FICA. Let me call HR. Hello? Hello, HR? HR? Honey, I didn't want FICA. It come. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. Have a good day. Child, I was so inexperienced when I got my first check, honey. I ran home crying to my mom. I'm like, Mama, they signed me up for something called FICA. She was like, girl, go sit down. Girl gone. Honey, she hit me with a girl gone. So his coworker was like, welcome to the real world, bro. Honey, I know that's right. Got to pay those taxes, okay? He's like, well, this can't be right. I worked 60 hours and they took like $400. Honey, that's how they do. The more you make, the more they take. Honey, it's been that way since inception. Honey, I remember my first check. I cried. I worked all those hours and I left with pennies. Honey, it's a scam. So Ray is like, I can't do nothing with this except get some gas. So she in the boutique talking about that first check gonna spoil her. Honey, please. She was like, with that first check, he gonna spoil me. Ray over there like, I see why people be selling drugs. Child, Ray ready to go back in. Ray, selling drugs is not the way, honey. Lisa and Stan. Stan is feeling under the weather and Lisa is taking his temperature. Child, I'm surprised she not taking an anal temperature, okay? Because they so nasty. So Stan is sick and Lisa is giving him some Pedialyte. I'm like, girl, what is that? Lisa, you need to comb your dang on hair. I am sick of it. Why are you still walking around like that? You are asking for money for clothes, but can't get that mop together, honey. I'm sick of that head. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Honey, I'm going to start skipping your parts if I have to look at that head. You can't run a rake through that, or you can't put a hat on it. He bought you some synthetic wigs. Girl, go put one of those on. Honey, I'd rather that Party City wig. This is ridiculous. Child, ain't nothing wrong with Stan. He just want Lisa to stay home and take care of him, child, and pay him some attention. So Stan gets a text while Lisa is trying on these overpriced workout clothes, right? Child, not Stan a player from the Himalaya. So Lisa comes out in her fabletics. I'm like, girl, goodbye. Stan is like, how much was that? Too much. She's like, oh, it was $90, but it's worth it. She's like, but this is the last thing I need, and I'm not going to bother you anymore. Then we can start like saving or whatever. But I need a laptop and I need some workout shoes. He's like, you spent $350 and you want another $400? I ain't got it. Stan tripped me out when he tell her he ain't got no money, child. That is funny to me. She's like, well, this is for my workout and this is for school. He's like, you have to sign up for school first to buy things for school. Child, that's what I'm saying. He said, let me explain how the stocks work. So as soon as he's trying to figure out how to explain to her the stocks and bonds of it all, his phone starts ringing. She's like, answer it. He's like, nah, it's a junk call. Well, if it is, let me see scam likely at the top of it. Huh, y'all know how when they be calling you and you know it's not a really good call, your phone will automatically tell you scam likely. Honey, I love that. She's like, well, let me see. Does that say Tina? Honey, it's looking like. Listen, men, no matter what the age, they read from the same playbook. Do you hear me? He's like, yeah, that was from a long time ago. It's not like that. She's like, this is not okay. You're supposed to be with me. Girl, please, you got a whole side girlfriend whose boobs you can't wait to see. She's like, that is not okay. Translation, I hope this heifer not trying to get a piece of my bankroll. Stan is my ATM. That's what she really want to say. She's like, I'm pissed. He's like, I'm not seeing anybody else. Child, please. Moving forward. John and Christiana. She wants her son to come to her and John's wedding. Moving forward. Marcelino and Britt. Child, they ain't popping either, but we gonna give them a little something. Her friend / ex-girlfriend Amanda shows up, right? They go and sit out by the pool while Amanda is like, Brittany is my one true love. I always have something for her. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Or something, child. I was bored. So they go inside for her to leave. And of course, Marcelino says he wants to check her purse. Then he said, I'm just kidding, but we know he wasn't. And so then she spills the tea about Robert. Now, Brittany told you outside Marcelino didn't know. So when they get inside, she's like, well, let me know if you need help kicking Robert out. Girl, do you have temporary amnesia? She just said he don't know. He's like, what? So here go Brittany. Oh, we'll talk about it in a minute. She's gonna go. Okay, girl. All right, girl. I'll see you later, girl. Honey. So then she finally breaks down and tells him about the money. He was pissed, as he should be. She should have just told him from the start because he could have helped them come up with a solution. But now it's looking like he can't trust you. In the next scene, we're back with Ken and Scammer Barbie. They're calling Deontay. Yes, I called Tia Ken. She's like, let's meet up. I miss you. He's like, well, it's nice to hear from you. Whole time, Derek in the background, like, no, hang the phone up on her, bro. We don't want to talk to her. I know that's right, y'all. We do not want to hear from her. Do you hear me? She's like, oh, okay, well, I'll text you the details. So Derek is like, how long did it take you to get over? Here go Deontay. Well, I'm just saying, bro, I just really need to see her. So then Deontay lets us in on the fact that his last ex that he loved, he said no to her, and then she ended up passing. So Deontay said that his last ex that he loved dearly, she wanted him back, but he was so stuck on Nicole that he kept saying no. And then he got a call the very next day that she passed because she overdosed. And he feels like if he would have given her another chance, she might still be here today. Listen to me, Deontay. You cannot carry that burden. That is not your fault, okay? Nicole is not a good person. She is trying to use you. I understand closure. I understand it, honey. Sometimes we just want to see what they got to say. Just one last time. I understand that. But some people you have to leave in the past, honey. It's not worth it. So Derek is like, well, you had some good times with the other one, right? And he was like, yeah. He was like, what good times did you have with Nicole? Absolutely none. So Derek is like, didn't she leave you for another girl? Now, let me tell y'all something. I was a little bit deceased at this moment. Deontay goes, yeah, she left me for some Justin Bieber, Machine Gun Kelly, Post Malone hybrid. When I tell y'all, I hollered. Let me tell you something. It take Deontay to talk about Tia. Okay, last time he told her she was a handsome young fella. This time, he done put every Caucasian male together in the entertainment industry that he could fathom, okay? But let me tell you something. She's giving very much Eminem from 8 Mile. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. Shout out to Eminem. Derek is still trying to talk some sense into him, honey, but it ain't working. Deontay is like, you know what, eat me up inside till I see what she wanted. She don't want nothing but some money. There. That's all she wants. I told you. He was like, if something happened to her, I would bear that guilt. See, this is what it's like when you have a good heart. It's no way I could meet with Nicole, because personally, I wouldn't piss on her if she was on fire. But then again, that's just me. And honey, I like to hold grudges. So then there's that. Moving forward, Brittany and Ray. Brittany comes in with these 3 bags. Child, he's like, where you going with all those bags? Child, ain't nothing in them 3 bags, honey. Probably a scarf in each one. Ain't nothing in them bags. Them look like gift bags from the Dollar Tree. I was like, girl, where you going with these gift bags? Child, you gotta watch Brittany, honey. She likes to put on a facade. She likes to put on airs. So, honey, I don't trust nothing she talking about. She was like, well, how was work? He said, I guess it was all right. She was like, what's wrong with you? He said, I got my first check today. So she all excited. She's like, now you can be my mom. And so he was like, well, I don't know about all that. Girl, hold your horses. She's like, you should be popping champagne. He was like, I worked all them hours. When I got the check, it wasn't what I expected. Well, honey, welcome to our world. He said, like Social Security and taxes. He was like, they took all my money. She's like, we all pay taxes. So then he said, I'm working for nothing, basically. She said, don't put it like that. You're employed. You can buy a ring, have a baby, build a house, buy a boat, buy a car, buy a yacht. Honey, she trying to do all of this, baby. He makes $15 an hour. 10 after taxes. Slow down, low down. Child, Brittany be just really jumping the gun. I know you're excited, honey. I know you're excited that your man has a job, but you really need to pump the brakes. So he's like, how am I going to do all that with this check? How? So she's looking at the check and she's looking at it like, oh, it's $77. Y'all know what it reminded me of? You have to be a true Martin fan to get this reference. It reminds me of that episode of Martin where he stopped working at What's Up Radio. Okay, what's up? He stopped working there because Stan didn't have the radio station any longer and he started buffing floors. Y'all remember that? So he was buffing floors and then he got his first check and it was $77 and Gina came up there and he said, Gina, go put my check in the bank. Don't want nobody to get me for my 77. When I tell y'all that episode kills me to this day. His first check was $77. And baby, he was proud of that 77. So let me tell you something, Ray, honey, you better be proud of your 77. Give it to Brittany and let her go buy another synthetic wig, child, because there ain't nothing else y'all can do with it. Moving forward. At least Brittany was being supportive though. But sis, honey, you need to stay out them boutiques, okay, because he ain't got it. So he's like, I am not going back to that lifestyle, but dang. She's like, let me explain something to you. So then she grabs this pasta, right? She's like, this is your paycheck. This is your taxes. He's like, no, and this is my money. She's like, yeah, that's your money. He's like, and this is restitution, and goes and throws it in the trash. I'm like, boy, I know you just didn't throw that pasta away with that $77 check. Oh, honey, food is expensive. It is your fault that you have to pay restitution. This is real life, okay? At least you landed a job. A lot of ex-offenders cannot. This reminded me of that 80s commercial when they fried that egg and they told us, this is your brain. Psst, this is your brain on drugs. Any questions? That is exactly... Y'all know I ain't got no sense. That is exactly what this reminded me of. Child, they gonna use food to make a point if they don't do nothing else. Stan and Lisa. Child, they still arguing about Stan and his white appliances seeing someone else. She's like, I'm livid. I'm giving him diarrhea medicine while this bee is calling him. Now he got the runs and cheating. Child, I understand. Pack up your extensions and get gone. So Lisa comes out, white trash bag in tow. She's like, I could have sex with billionaires if I wanted to. Bill Gates, let me find out. Child, Lisa say, I don't care how I look. I can bag a billionaire. She's like, this player finna get played. Not this fake fight to go be with that other woman. Girl, staying too cheap to have two women. He don't even buy bacon, okay? So she's like, you know what? You can commit to me or those other heifers. You have 48 hours. Then she gonna say, and you need to come with a 10-carat ring and a wedding date. Girl, you do not want to marry Stan, honey. You just want to spend a night at that girl's house. Child, goodbye. And that was the end of the episode. It really didn't give much zhuzh, but y'all know I did what I could do. Please comment down below. I am so sorry about it being late, y'all. Please charge it to my birthday and not my heart. And let's get into it as we get into it. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.